Here we are at the Jazwares booth. We're going to see all sorts of things on display. Squishmellows, we're going to see Pokemon, we're going to see Hello Kitty and friends, and we're going to see many more other surprises that we don't want to spoil for you, so stay tuned.
Okay, so first up we have our world of figures. These are generally around 5-inch figures for the classic animatronics here. We do have the toy animatronics here in Wave 1, the characters from the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 game, Toy Bonnie, Mangle, Toy Freddy, and Toy Chica. The amazing thing about these is that their $10 figures have phenomenal level of detail. They also all have a jump scare mechanism in them. The Mangle does have an opening, both mouths do open and close, but the additional thing here is that in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the Mangle is oftentimes described as a take apart and put back together attraction, so that's exactly what we're doing here. You can actually pop apart some of those pieces and put them in different parts of the endo frame there. So again, these are the $10 world of figures, and we're going to be expanding out with different characters from different games, trying to keep a realistic scale. Smaller animatronics will be smaller, larger ones will be larger, but this is kind of that main size that we're going to be using for the animatronics. If we want to go over here, we have our collector figures. So these we are calling our Endo Series collector figures. What you get for $24.99 is an Endo skeleton and then the costume pieces for 2 different animatronics. So for Wave 1 here, you're seeing the classic animatronics and the Wizards. They are going to be the Wave 1 here. You see Freddy and you see Bonnie over here with both classic Freddy and Withered Freddy, classic Bonnie and Withered Bonnie. And the cool part here is that it's really 3 characters in one. It's a full armature level of articulation within that Endo frame, but then putting together the pieces of the characters to really, you can kind of swap if you want, but really make whichever character you want to display. And these are also fully articulated with over 20 different points of articulation. And then we have our mainline plush here. A lot of the classics represented, but we also are doing the puppet. I do love the puppet, one of my favorite characters in the franchise. These are stylized to match the stylization that you see in the Five Nights at Freddy's video games, right? The plush that you see in the prize corner. So we had an incredible time designing these very soft, really high quality plush, $12.99 SRP. So we're doing the classics and the puppet. We did include the cupcake with Chica, of course. We have a feature plush coming out, so all of this is work in progress, but we have this feature plush that we're really excited about. Cool thing here, it has a full armature on the inside, so you can pose the plush in many different ways. Non-stylized, right, so it's a little bit more accurate to the animatronic, but the cool thing here is that you press on the stomach, mouth opens, the eyes will glow, and you do have a sound effect from the games. We are the manufacturer and owner of the Squishmallows property, so of course we're doing a collaboration here. You can see Classic Foxy, Classic Bonnie, and Classic Chica. Classic Freddy is somewhere here in the booth, but we do have these 3 for that Squishmallows Five Nights at Freddy's collaboration that is going to be officially shared later, I believe, in the coming days. And then finally here, what we're calling little novelty plush. We have clip plush and then mini blind plush, stylized in a unique way that's entirely unique to this line. We're going to be doing blind box and then non-blind box versions. The blind box versions will have some chase styles in every way, but we also want, we know that Five Nights fans like to accessorize, maybe have this on your backpack, etc. Yeah. And oh, one last thing on this entire line, all the figures, all the plush, everything you see here, all of the eyes glow in the dark. The figures have glow-in-the-dark paint over the eyes, and the plush have glow-in-the-dark material that allow all of them to be seen when you turn out the lights.
Here's a newer product here, the Builder Series. It's going to feature a lot of different characters, including Hello Kitty and friends. You can see some play sets here. For the anime fans, we have Chainsaw Man. And we even have Jujutsu Kaisen at the bottom here. Some of you fans can get some of the classic characters like Yuji here. And over here you can see there's a Squishmallow line as well. You can see them taking the stage. You can see them in various little sets here. And the fun thing about these is they have a little squish feature to them. Their stomachs here, as you can see in the cutouts, are still squishable. So they still maintain that element of squish even in brick form. And for you Squishmallows fans, this is the Hug Me's line. They have limbs, they have legs and arms. So we just wanted to come quickly and pan through here as we try to cover as much of the Jazwares booth as we can. So you can see a mixed medium between like original characters and then licensed characters as well, including the Hello Kitty and Friends line, which is becoming ever popular. And then we have over here the Squishmellows line. I know I've got some requests for Squishmellows, so we're going to pan around and quickly cover all the Squishmellows on display here. 5-inch, 12-inch, 20-inch, 24-inch. Definitely something for everybody here. And this is just their original line, but of course they have holidays over here. And you could definitely do any type of holiday they seem to have covered. And then they have licensed ones too, which we'll come check out in just a moment. But you could see the giant wall covering all of the holiday characters. And here are the licensed Squishmallows. So you can see the Disney line, which extends into Marvel and Star Wars. The Bluey, the horror line over here with the new FNAF Freddy. That's the one that we were missing before that has made its way over here. You can see a Care Bears. You can see Halloween featuring licensed characters from Peanuts, Disney, Beetlejuice, and more. There's that missing Freddy again. And then your video game line with Sonic, Knuckles, you got Buddy the Elf, you got Harry Potter, you got Stranger Things, and we got Corpse Bride, Gremlins, more Harry Potter, and rounding it out with our Star Wars. And here's the Hello Kitty and Friends line. Now, this launched in 2023, and you can see how expansive it's gotten into play sets. And they have plush, large plush in the Squishmallow line, and for different seasons. And then we have the stand-up clip-on plush, blind plush, the core plush, the 8-inch ones you see at Target, or you might see at Walmart here in the box. And then 12-inch plush, 24-inch plush, and even the micro one. Well, they're not really micro, they're just a little bit smaller. Expanding over here, you got the My Melody and Kurumi sets for 20th anniversary. Little bouquets of Hello Kitty. More Squishmallows of Hello Kitty. More Squishmallows of Hello Kitty. And there's Kurumi. And then over here, you got this new box of plush, a strawberry shortcake sort of fusion of Hello Kitty. Zoom in so you can see that there. And then this is what's going to be new this year, the 8-inch articulated figures. So you can see Kurumi here, you can see My Melody, you can see this figure 3-pack of the characters as well. Up here we got some plastic figures, smaller ones here, Kitty on skateboard. You might have seen some of these already. And then we're going to have seasonal characters. So we're going to have Halloween, we're going to have a countdown to Halloween, we're going to have some Squishmellows for Halloween, we're going to have, of course, for Christmas, including an awesome advent calendar. And here's some surprises of what's going to be inside that calendar. That Hello Kitty Christmas over here. And then just some other seasonal ones as well. And last but not least, here is the Hello Kitty action figure line, essentially, for Series 1. And for the Pokemon, we showed you these little case play sets before. We wanted to show you the new one here. They get a stadium. There's another backpack that opens up into a little water adventure this time, as opposed to the earth-based adventure we showed you guys last time. And you can see the little figures and the balls here, as well as the figure packs. Now they have a big assortment here, so this is just a small display of what they have here on the shelves, but of course there'll be more if you go look on the website to get a better idea of the breadth of their product line. Over here we have a plush. You could see clip plush, you could see sleeping plush, you could see the Pokeball plush, and you can see the larger 12-inch plushes here. Sorry, I can't get a better angle. It's a little crowded over here. Of course, Pokemon is popular. And then we have the sleeping traditional, very large size plush here on the bottom shelf. So you can see the extensive breadth of these products. And we have the seasonal characters on display here. You got Jigglypuff for Valentine's Day. I think the perfect pairing there. Pikachu for spring. And we got our Halloween characters over here. Our summer characters over here. And then some more of the figures, including, of course, an advent calendar for the Pokemon. And here we go with the vinyl figures. We have the 2-inch series, the 3-inch series as well, and the select evolution packs. Coming down here, we have environment packs, the articulated, more detailed 6-inch series, the larger scale vinyl figures, and the smaller vinyls as well. And then you can see the collector scale with light functionality on them. You have the furry plush and the corduroy plush. And then on this wall, people have asked to see the Squishmallows, and of course we're going to include more Squishmallows from the Pokemon line. The 20-inch, the 14-inch, the 10-inch, the Hug Me line up there. And then over here we have a little smaller, the clip-ons. More of the 10-inch. Some of the fan favorites in the 14-inch size. And then on the bottom with the 20-inch as well. And that was our look at the Jazwares booth. Kind of something for everyone. I know some of you wanted to see Squishmallows. We showed you plenty of Squishmallows, so hopefully that got your itch for Squishmallows. So that is all for this time. Like, subscribe, and follow. We'll see you guys at the next booth.